the battlefield for the 21st century is not in the fields, it's not in the air, it's not on land or in the sea. It's in the human mind because of information and communication technology. The human mind is the new battleground. So today, day 17 of our 21-day personal leadership retreat, we are reflecting on the attributes of Mars. Mars being the planet that governs war, protection, and defense. We today are looking at why it is very urgent for us to adopt the attributes of Mars. Look around today. Most persons are depressed. Most persons are lonely. Most persons are confused. Most persons don't feel adequate. They feel less of themselves because every time they go online and they see the information that has been filtered and choreographed and arranged and edited to present certain perspective, to present certain images to them, they feel less of themselves. They feel less of themselves that they would use to design success, themselves that they would use to improve their family, the self that they would use in their business. They will think less of that self because of the information that is attacking their mind. Most of the depression, most of these issues of mental health and everything that is going on in the human mind in this century, in this time, is as a result of information overload. And also, there are experiences of cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is simply when what we think is normal, we come across information that doesn't correspond with everything we know. For instance, another level of cognitive dissonance is in sociology is called culture shock. When, let's say, an Idoma man meets a thief man eating food without soup, eating swallow without soup, you'd experience culture shock. So cognitive dissonance is causing a lot of depression, is because most persons, their faith right now is being shattered because they are meeting information that is conflicting with what the image of what they think God is. Especially we are having those kind of challenges, especially in the areas of religion. We are having also those challenges in the areas of how citizens, how well we trust our government. Formerly, it used to be we get information about the government on radio, television, and newspaper, and whatever the politician tells you. But these days, with social media and the internet, you can see governance real time. If a contract is signed, it's just to take a picture of that document, it goes on air, and you see who is benefiting from what. So all this information is overloading the human mind, and it is going across, it is jumping into the back of our mind and building an image of what the world is. And for most persons who cannot cope with the reality of what they see, they withdraw. They become isolated. They become lonely. So you see, that is why it is very urgent for us to embrace the attributes of Mars. Mars has to do with defense. Mars has to do with protection. Mars has to do with activeness, to be assertive. How can you be assertive about yourself? How can you defend your family? How can you defend your business? How can you defend what you are building? What is precious to you? How can you defend your soul, your sun, your inner light? And we are not talking about how you can just simply build a fence or buy some new sets of CCTV camera and install in your home, or watch everything that everyone in your house is doing, or monitor people. We are talking about the internal works, the things you can do in your own person that will serve as a defense, that the information that are jumping into the human mind in this age will not make you attack yourself by withdrawing, by being lonely, by being antisocial, by losing your faith in divinity, by cutting yourself off from reality. So the actions you take to secure your mind and to keep your mind at peace is the attributes of mass. So we are going to recommend a few actions here. First and foremost, we would want to tell you that information gets into your mind through your five senses. That is how the mind feeds on information, through your five senses. So develop a daily routine. This is very urgent. Why you have to defend your mind? Because the mind is the new battleground in the 21st century. The mind is the new battleground. Social media is distracting parents from being responsible for paying attention to their children. Social media is distracting, is stealing the mind of young people from being productive and developing skills that would help them in future. Social media is, while it's a double-edged sword, it's very powerful. While it is causing destruction for those who cannot handle this new technology that has come upon humanity, there are those who are making great exploits with it as well. Okay, so, and those persons are people who have decided what to do with their mind, and the vast other majority of people who are yet to benefit from this technology are those who may be suffering from the outcome of this technology. So what we are suggesting is you should have a routine to help you clean your mind very often. Okay, in Islam they have what is called ablution. Before they pray, they wash their eyes, they wash their nose, they wash their mouth, their ears. So you see, these are the five senses. You have to put a filter on your five senses. The things you are seeing on social media, some of them are just curated for content purposes. They are not real. That person you are looking at online and is giving you sleepless nights because they have succeeded and you have not, it may not be real. It may not be real, you see. So guide your mind very thoroughly. Guide your mind, and you can have this routine to guide your mind by, thinking of how you can filter everything that goes through your eye into your mind, every smell you take through your nose into your mind, everything you taste, everything you hear, especially your eyes and your ears, because the ear is listening to all the audios from the internet, the eye is seeing all the things from the internet and is feeding the mind with a lot of junk. Now we encourage that you have a routine to keep your mind safe by doing digital detox every once in a while. Keep the phone down and just be with yourself. Listen to yourself. Meditate. That's a very good defense for the mind, to clear your mind. It's very important. I cannot overemphasize this. In this time, the mind is the new battlefield. This is why you have to embody the attributes of mass. Also, we can very often, we have recommended that you go on a digital detox by dropping your phone every once in a while. Go into nature and listen to natural sounds like the breeze going on swaying tree branches. Listen to birds. In a city, just if you can't go into nature, listen to the traffic. Listen to other people talk. Just listen or quiet yourself. These are ways you can defend your mind. And also, you have to have your internal voice very strong. Empower your internal voice. Speak to yourself about your sun, about your inner light. Speak to yourself about your identity. Let that voice be louder than everything that is coming from outside you. Else, you are under attack. So this is what we recommend, that it is very urgent and we must take on these defenses, not for our buildings, but for our mind, because the fence has been jumped, the CCTV has been overpowered, every other external defenses we are putting forward is not as valid and important as the defense you would put on your mind. So today, as we step into our daily businesses, we reflect on the urgency to embody mass for our mind, because if we don't do that, there are 1,001 entities out there seeking the attention of our mind to disrupt, to interrupt, and to enslave you, that you will follow their own light, their own sun, instead of your voice and your internal light. Thank you for this time that you have given to us. We hope you continue to share our teachings. We hope you continue to recommend young persons to listen to this kind of broadcast, so that at least they will be prepared for what has come upon humanity. Thank you very much, and we see you in the next one.